We got another Cruze 1.4 video. This car had the P0299 low boost code. So this is a pretty common code. There's quite a few things that can cause a boost issue on this engine. I'm going to show you step by step to test what's going on with this. First, you're going to want to pick up something to test for boost leaks. This is from CruzeKits.com. So typically, check for boost leaks. What I'll do is I will disconnect right here, disconnect the purge valve from this line. I'll apply 15-20 psi this way, see if the purge valve is holding just fine. If that's holding just fine, I'll connect it then this way, and then I'll check the intake manifold, charge pipes, and everything. Then use this to cap off the turbo. So you need to remove these pipes from the turbo, and then you can put that in its place, and then that will seal the system so you can check for boost leaks. You can put in, just fill the system with 15-20 psi. So once you've fixed all the boost leaks, and if you still have an issue where the car feels underpowered or you're still getting the code, it's time to look at the turbo. So if the boost isn't leaking out, there's a problem most likely with whether boost is being generated at all. So some things you want to check. You can get an exhaust back pressure tester, take out the front oxygen sensor, unplug it so that the computer doesn't try to use the sensor signals. Put the back pressure tester in the port, and then go for a drive and make sure you don't have too much exhaust back pressure. If you do have too much, then you have a clogged cat. And what that's doing is it's restricting your exhaust flow, which is preventing the turbo from spooling up. So for me, I didn't have any boost leaks. The exhaust back pressure was fine. No issue with that. So then the next step was to test the boost control system. So we have the Wastegate actuator here, which opens and closes a valve that routes the exhaust around the turbo so that instead of spooling up the turbo, the exhaust just bypasses the turbo. When this receives pressure, which is sent from the Wastegate actuator solenoid, which is usually bolted right here, when pressure is routed to here, it will push the arm this way, and it will open the door inside there. So to test this, you want to take the hose off here, and then put a vacuum pressure tester on that port. So here's my kit. It's a vacuum. You can do vacuum. Have this pump create vacuum or have it create pressure. So I have a reducer there. Slide that on there. And then we're going to switch this to pressure mode here. And then we're going to pump up. And now what we first want to figure out is, does this hold pressure? We'll put like 10 psi in there. And the needle's staying solid, which means we're not leaking anything. If your pressure decreases at this point, that means that the wastegate actuator is leaking internally and it needs to be replaced. Now the other thing you want to look at is, as you increase this pressure, you want to see if this arm goes out. So it's moving freely. That is a good thing. And then the last thing you want to do is, while this is extended, you want to pull this. I keep accidentally releasing pressure. Pull this off keeps randomly leaking out. Pull this off, and then you want to move this, see if it moves freely. Now, this is my issue. So I pull this out of the way. Move the light for you. Can you guys see okay? I'll bring you in here nice and close. Okay. Alright. So this isn't going all the way back now. Oh, there. Sometimes it's going back, sometimes it's not. So this is a stuck open position. It won't go to the full closed position. So that means it's going to be constantly leaking exhaust flow past the turbo. There we go. Now it goes back. So we have a bad turbo. Turbo needs to be replaced. You get this back on, put a little bit more pressure in. There you go. Now, I forgot to mention, you have to take this clip off of here in order to do all that. I use a pick to stick the pick like right in here and pull it off, and make sure you don't drop it. It's very easy for it to just fly off and disappear forever. So be very careful not to drop it. And then, but if that's fine, if that's all working good, if it's sealing, opening, if this is moving okay, then you can check this. If it's electrically bad, it will throw a code, but if it's mechanically bad, it will not. So what you'll want to do is hook up 12 volts to here. See, this is the positive side. This is the negative side. Hook up 12 volts to there. So while this is how it is in the car. So while this is hooked up, first you want to, without power hooked up, you want to apply pressure into here. Make sure it's sealed. Make sure the pressure doesn't leak through. And then if that's sealed, then apply 12 volts and then put pressure through this port and make sure that no air leaks through. If air leaks through during either one of those, then this is internally leaking or it's stuck. So get a new one. All right, let me know if you have any questions. We will continue to post content from this car. It's been a very unreliable car for me. But yeah, if you don't already have one, don't get one.